Have you ever seen a face staring at you from the floor? Not drawn, not carved, but formed, as if the very concrete itself is trying to scream. In a small Spanish village, this nightmare became real. A kitchen floor that births faces, twisted, mournful, silently screaming. And they say, they never stop watching. The story begins in 1971, in the quiet village of Belmez de la Moraleda in southern Spain. A humble woman named Maria Gomez Camara lived a simple life in her modest home. One summer afternoon, while preparing food, she noticed something strange on the kitchen floor. A dark stain had begun to form near the stove. First, it looked like a burn, but within days it changed, taking shape. Human shape, a face. Its eyes were wide, hollow. Its mouth hung open in a silent scream. The features were unmistakably human, yet impossibly warped, like it was frozen in torment. Horrified, Maria begged her husband to destroy the floor. They smashed the concrete with pickaxes, poured fresh cement, and tried to forget. But just 1 week later, another face appeared. Then another, and another. Some were male, some female, some young, some ancient. The expressions varied: rage, grief, despair, but all seemed to carry the same weight, like they had seen something terrible, or suffered something unthinkable. Word spread like wildfire, and soon the house became a spectacle. Scientists, priests, and skeptics flocked to the tiny village. Photos were taken, tests were run. Experts confirmed the faces weren't painted, burned, or etched. They were embedded deep in the concrete itself, as if grown from within. Paranormal investigators were baffled. Theories exploded. Some believed it was a psychic phenomenon, a manifestation of Maria's own repressed trauma. Others thought it was a spiritual haunting, the souls of the dead trying to speak through the walls. One chilling discovery only deepened the mystery. Beneath the house, workers found human remains, skulls, bones, mass graves. No one knew who they belonged to, but they were old, centuries old. Some speculated the house had been built on ancient burial grounds or the site of long-forgotten executions. They tried to bless the house. Exorcists were called. Prayers were whispered in every corner. But the faces remained, and they changed. Yes, they moved. Witnesses reported the faces would slowly shift their expressions over time. Some would disappear entirely, only to reappear elsewhere. One visitor claimed to have seen a face cry, dark stains forming like tears down its ghostly cheeks. Another swore a face turned to look directly at him as he passed by. Even after Maria's death in 2004, the phenomena didn't stop. In fact, some say it grew stronger. New faces appeared. The walls began to pulse with strange energy. And the kitchen, once the heart of a humble home, became the gateway to something unseen. Some locals believe the faces are trapped souls, victims of ancient violence. Others whisper darker theories, that the house itself is alive, feeding off fear, growing stronger with every terrified visitor. One thing is certain, the Belmez faces are not a hoax. Too many have seen them, too many have felt them. The oppressive silence, the sense of being watched, the dreams that follow, always of screaming mouths, buried bodies, and shifting walls. And if you ever visit that house, tread carefully. Do not mock the faces, do not challenge them, because many who visit leave with something far worse than fear. They leave with a face of their own, etched into the concrete.